Good morning. It's been about a month now of me trying to hike every day. It hasn't happened every day. I had some family in town for a week, and so that was, we were pretty busy, but yeah, and I haven't always gotten out twice a day. Kind of since that week, I've been, I ate a lot of junk that week, so I've been recovering and mostly been getting out like once a day for just a good hike lately. So I wanted to start incorporating some like calisthenics, functional movement type things into my routine, just to get more flexible. I have a lot of just joint pain from like general inflammation and things like that, and I spent the better part of 2019, 2020, and then occasionally through like 2023, I had periods where I was basically on bed rest, and like semi bed bound, would basically just get up to go to the bathroom or to like go cook food or something, and then other than that I was just laying in bed. I was extremely inactive because of my chronic illness and all of that. So I'm just still I need to, my body just feels really stiff, and I just have a lot of general pain that I'm pretty sure it could be fixed with some nice mild stretching and things like that, and just incorporating more movement into my routine. And if you know what I'm talking about, kind of getting like my joints unstuck, right? Everything just feels really stiff, and I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. So anyway, so I'm extremely out of shape. It's literally an accomplishment for me to hike like 1.5 miles like I did yesterday. That's an accomplishment for me right now. I'm so extremely out of shape. I have to be very careful because I currently have an ileostomy, and for those of you that don't know, it's where your intestines are coming out of your body at a certain point, and they empty into a pouch. And so what that does is obviously it's cut through your abdominal muscles, and so I have developed a hernia around it, which is just that more of the intestine than what they purposely exposed is kind of trapped around that area where it's pushing out of my out of my muscles. It's coming through the muscle more than it should. And so I have to be very careful. I'm not supposed to like lift any, I can't lift any weights or anything. And so, obviously calisthenics, functional movement, that's really my only option at this point. And I'm going to do everything extremely modified, and just be very careful. I am wearing like compression on my stomach, which I basically have to wear all the time. So that helps though. So it's been about a month now of me hiking every day, and that's going really well. And I'm telling you guys, I think my brain is working better, because the past like week, I've just been coming up with all these like solutions to various things. And I realized the park that I come to has they have little like stations along one of their kind of main like paved trails, with different setups to do different like functional movements. I've wanted to try it, but I just haven't been because it's obviously pretty crowded. Crowded, for a hiking trail, but it's busy, and it's paved, and it's just not a trail I would ever take the dogs on, or Remi when we only had Remi. So it's just something I haven't tried yet. And so I realized, hey, the solution to this is I don't take the dogs hiking with me when I go in the morning, because normally I'm going straight from my hike to work. And so that's my solution, is I just come and do this one, it'll give me a little bit of a walk, and it'll give me some calisthenics, some little bit of workout, all combined. And I'll do that in the mornings, and that'll be great. And then, in the afternoon, I'll do my longer like hike of, whatever kind of distance I'm trying to go. So I'm not going to worry about any kind of distance or anything with this. I'm going to do just what feels comfortable, you know, a little bit of a push, but not anything that's like going to be painful or make me sore or anything like that. So just because I already have so much, you know, chronic pain going on, I just want to avoid pain. This is just really stretching, get my body moving, feel better, that kind of a thing. So anyway, I've talked way too long already. So we're gonna go check out this trail. I'm not sure how much I'll be filming, just because, like I said, it is busier, but I'll see what I can do, and I'll at least show you guys all the stations, and I'll try and get some footage of me, you know, actually doing the exercises. Hopefully today is Saturday, and so everybody's out, you know, hopefully like during the weeks, like on weekdays, it won't be as bad, it won't be as busy, and I'll be able to film more. So, all right, let's go and we'll see what we can do. Wow. Okay, that was a lot more than I expected. There are 20 stations, I guess, and I think I gave up after about number 13, and some of them I didn't do, you know, I just did like a very minimal amount for it. Some I barely did at all. And, you know, I know we all have to start somewhere, but, man, it was rough. It was really rough. I'm like sweating a ton. Like I like don't sweat that much. I feel like I don't sweat enough, honestly. And lately, as I've been hiking more, I've been starting to like sweat more, which is probably a good thing. Like I'm sure I need it. So anyway, so I'm super sweaty right now. I have the air on, but I'm gross. So I definitely cannot do this whole thing before work. without having to go home and shower after. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm glad I came here on a Saturday first, because I think what I'm gonna do is just hit like a couple stations before work, and then on Saturdays I'll keep trying to do the whole trail, and we'll see, you know, how we progress in a number of weeks. And I think that'll be a nice, you know, easing into it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to kill myself. I'm not trying to be sore for the next 2 weeks. It was really good. I definitely, you know, got a lot of stretching in, used some muscles that haven't been used in quite a while and don't get used on a regular basis because I sit at a desk all day or I lay in bed when I get home, you know. And I mean, it doesn't help that it's hot out right now, already. It's only like 10:30, but it's hot and humid and gross and very buggy, but thankfully I have good bug spray. So I don't think I got bit, and I should be fine. That was good. That was good. I'm glad I thought of this, and I will definitely keep you guys posted, and I'm excited to see what kind of progress I can make in the next few months, you know. I'm trying to really get these habits built before the fall, before I go back to my normal work hours, so that hopefully these habits will be really ingrained, and it'll be easier at that point for me to keep doing these things and just maintain this better over the winter especially. So I'm gonna go home and take a shower and lay around for a little bit, and then I'll go back out this afternoon, this evening, for an actual hike, and we'll see how it goes.